Welcome back to another summer catch up. This week we have fresh into White Abbey the brand new Youth and Children's Ministry Coordinator. So, very pleased and happy to welcome Lauren.
Hi.
Hi, Lauren. You're definitely not just across the hall in another room in this building. So, how are you? Who are you? Well, maybe start there.
Good question. I am Lauren. I have just become the new youth and children's worker here, as you were saying. I currently live in Saintfield, and I recently got married to Ben.
How recent?
End of October, so 8 months now? 9 months?
Very good. And you spent most of that in lockdown?
Yes.
Wow.
Pretty much most of our marriage has been inside a 2-bedroom flat at the garden. It's just been a great time.
It's good. That is an experience that you'll not forget. Very good. Excellent. Other than a 2-bedroom apartment or flat in Saintfield, where are you from? You from Saintfield?
I am originally from Macrafelt, the Great Mid Ulster.
That's just north of Lough Neagh?
It is, yep, on the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's pretty good for me.
It's very different from living anywhere near Belfast. Very country. And when I say I lived in Macrafelt, really I lived in the middle of nowhere beside Macrafelt.
Macrafelt was your nearest landmark?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, very good. And so now you live in Saintfield. Where were you before the start of this week?
Before the start of this week, I was working in First Saintfield Presbyterian. I was there for 3 years, and it was great. Really loved it. And before that, I was studying at uni.
Oh, what did you study and where?
I was studying theology at Union Theological College, so I was a clean student.
Very good. Very good. And did you always want to do youth work?
I think so, yes. But I was definitely the teenager who wanted to do multiple things every year. I definitely moved from teaching to psychology to speech and language therapy to teaching again, and then decided I was going to do youth and children's work.
Very good. Right. Yeah, that's quite the journey.
Yeah.
Right. Very good. And so how are you finding White Abbey in this strange and surreal time to start?
It's been great. Good first week. Everyone's, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. I have been phoning some people and meeting up with some people just to get to know people and find out a bit more about the church. But it seems great, and I'm looking forward to meeting a load of other people. Them as well.
And hopefully in the not too distant future, we will all be able to have some sort of meet up and get together. And some version of Hope Street today, sadly, would have been the start of the Village Week if circumstances had been more normal. So we're all sad about that. But it's exciting times for you starting. So you're from Macrafelt, you live in Saintfield. Do you know this part of the world, the greater Belfast area at all?
It's all quite new to me. I was aware there was a Tim Hortons in Glengormley.
Yes,
my way to Fergus. So I've definitely come past White Abbey a few times, but it's definitely all new to me.
Okay. Yeah, well, there are plenty of nice wee spots to get coffees and donuts and pizzas and the like.
those are some of my favorite things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of favorite things, then, so what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not changing between teaching and language and psychology and theology?
Oh, I spend a lot of time reading. My one of my lifelong ambitions is to have an entire room as a bookcase, basically. I'm slowly making my way to one wall fills, so we're on our way.
Books you've read or just books you have?
Probably a bit of both. I have a bit of an addiction to just buying them. It takes me a few years to actually read them, but I can't keep up with the spending. Yeah, I like to read. I like sci-fi kind of books and like thrillers. Love to scare myself before I go to sleep, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I have to say I can get quite addicted to watching Netflix shows.
What are some of your top Netflix recommendations?
Oh, top Netflix recommendations. I really recommend The Good Place. Something to take with a pinch of salt, but very funny and very interesting to think about. Definitely recommend that. At the minute, my current favourite is The Office, which isn't on Netflix, but
Amazon Prime.
You go to if you want something funny. Yeah, and we've also gotten Disney Plus very recently.
Oh yeah.
So we were in on time to catch the new Hamilton musical, which has been the soundtrack of I think every waking and sleeping for the last week.
Yep. When you get really good, you can listen to the instrumental version just and sing along in your head.
That's probably where I'm heading to. Yeah, it's become my aim on my way to and from White Abbey to listen to as much of it as possible and try and learn all the words.
Yes. Yeah.
I now understand what all the words are. So
good.
Yeah. So yeah, I like reading. I like watching stuff on TV. And I really, really like musicals and a variety of other music. But yeah, that's what I spend most of my time doing.
Oh, okay. Favorite musical? I know people will be asking. People will be asking, what is your favorite musical to see?
My favorite would have to be Wicked because I waited so long to see it.
Oh, okay.
Book's also very good in case anyone wants a recommendation.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be my favourite, but I definitely have to go see Hamilton at some point.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So, you've told us you're married, 8-9 months. Do you have any siblings, or siblings would be brothers or sisters? Yeah. Siblings or sisters?
Yes, I have one sibling who is a brother. He's a younger brother. He's currently turning 21. So he's working. But yeah, that's my only sibling. I suppose if you ask my parents, they would also count the dog. Child of the family. We're big dog people. They have a big husky, which is definitely a little bit spoiled.
Very good. Brilliant. What's the husky's name?
Asha.
Asha?
She's very needy and loves a good scratch.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have any pets then?
I don't. I am very, very, very eager to get a dog. Living in an upstairs flat, it's probably not the right place for one.
No, that makes sense. And would you for a husky, or would you go for something different?
I think I would go for something different. I'm a big fan of a rescue centre.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in picking and choosing your dogs. I prefer bigger dogs, but definitely some sort of rescue dog.
That's cool. These are the hard-hitting questions. Okay, now we'll go into a speed round. McDonald's or Burger King?
Oh, McDonald's.
Okay, Pepsi or Coke?
Coke, I
Coke.
think.
Fanta orange or Fanta lemon?
Fanta lemon, always.
Coffee or tea?
Tea, definitely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet or salted popcorn?
Can I have sweet and salted popcorn?
There are just as kind of people out there, aren't there? No, that's wrong on so many levels.
That's so good though. If I can't have both, I would have sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then add your own salt
Yeah.
afterwards. Okay. Other quick fire questions. Favorite Marvel movie?
Oh, no. Favorite Marvel movie
Or favorite Marvel superhero?
favorite superhero. Big fan of Iron Man. But I have to say, I think my favorite movie is Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one I will happily rewatch again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. And then other quick fire questions. I'm now looking around my office to think of things to inspire me. This is really well thought out. Obviously, you've answered dog or cat person. Nope, I can't think of any more quick fire questions. This is taking too long to be a quick fire. Toppings on a pizza.
Oh, pepperoni.
Okay, and then the really controversial ones. Pineapple on a pizza?
No.
Okay.
You can't put fruit on a pizza.
Okay, so you got another question wrong. And then, well, that kind of answers my next question. The most controversial of all the pizza questions. Banana on a pizza?
That's a terrible question. But also, bananas are just wrong in general. Near me with a banana, I will move to the other side of the room.
You maybe shouldn't have admitted that. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I have the key to your office still, so I can fill it with bananas before I finish. And yeah, anything you want to share, or anything you've been reading or thinking about recently you think would be a good chat? This is awful, sorry.
Something I've been thinking about recently. Something I've been listening to recently. I've been listening to some podcasts and watching some people on like Instagram and stuff who are like influencers, and they've been talking a lot about how we're always expected to react to something immediately, or like talk about something immediately as soon as it happens, and really questioning that idea of, do we stop and think before we react?
Yeah.
Are we wise in what we're talking about? Yeah, that's what's been playing in my head recently.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's interesting. Do you ever call Instagram the gram?
I can't say I have. I'm not cool enough.
Fortunately, I am. If you check with Caitlin McGill, she'll agree with that. Isn't that right, Caitlin? Okay. Thanks for jumping on Zoom. We'll not draw this out too much longer. We'll maybe try and do a wee Instagram live chat whenever other people can submit better questions than the ones I'm coming up the top of my head with. We did that with Matthew when he started, so it's only fair that you have to endure that as well. We'll get that going sometime before the end of August, but it'll be all over the social media. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, we'll let some other people suggest some better questions. Yeah, thank you for joining us here on Summer Catch-Ups on what should have been the village. And you'll be seeing a lot more of Lauren over the next number of weeks, months, and years, and look forward to that.